So when you say purpose of website is to provide information, probably that was the thing 10 years before, or when website started. Okay, when website started, the purpose of websites were to give information. Okay, as you said, right? A company would create a website, talk about the services that it offers, contact address, details about the product. Okay, so we call it first generation, okay, of web designing. Okay, where it was mostly, not mostly, it was one-way traffic. Okay, company would say, this is what I have, right? As a customer, if you have to interact with the company, you have to send email or call them, right? It was a one-way traffic. Okay, initial websites, we call them as static pages. Static pages is like, it doesn't matter who's looking at, either I look at it or you look at it or anybody in the world look at it, same content will be displayed, whether you are a user, non-user, doesn't matter, right? So that is a very basic level of website where we generate static pages. Okay, so what is the opposite of static?
Dynamic.
Dynamic, right? So the next, okay, revolution that came up in a website or the web framework is what is called as social media. Okay, like Facebook. Okay, all these things, right? Facebook, Instagram. These were the second revolution that came up. Now, this is where it is two-way traffic. Okay, you can post anything and tag a company, right? So here, okay, in social media, it's not only about me talking, okay, or say, one person or one company talking. There's a two-way communication that has happened. That happened, right? So two-way communication can happen. So these are second generation, of websites where you are making user also talk to you. Blogs, for example. Okay, and then you're talking about dynamic content. Okay, dynamic. Okay, so the third generation, okay, third type of website that we are developing now are dynamic content. Okay, what does dynamic content mean? Dynamic content mean so, okay, so one way is that if let's say you log into Amazon, right? So if you log in without, I mean, you when you open the page, okay, Amazon.in, without logging in, you will get some content. Of course, you can't see the orders and things like that, because only you have to log in to get the your history, right? Because Amazon will not, you cannot just type anybody's name and see their history. Static pages would have all the information static. Anybody can access any information. Okay, now here you have admin role, okay, that protects your information. Not everybody can see every information. Okay, when I log in only, I'll be able to see even mine. If I don't log in, I can't even see my information, right? So okay, so that is one part. But the main revelation that came up, I mean, so dynamic is, even if you, okay, even if we log in, even if you look at the home page, okay, my home page, okay, which is supposed to be static, okay, will be different than, okay, homepage when you log in. Okay, so now you are trying to read the user's location. You are trying to read users location, interest. Okay, and based on that, you are customizing even the static page. That's the power of dynamic thing. You can get people, okay, they use various cookies and things like that to understand your profile, to understand which location you are in. Okay, okay, now, you know if you want to promote, if you want to market something, okay, sitting in India, okay, in Hyderabad, you can target a specific pin code in US. You can do such a targeting marketing. Okay, you can figure out, okay, let's say you are selling something to Texas only. Let's say, sitting in India, you want to sell something to people in Texas. You can design ads okay, Facebook ads and Google ads, where you will say show these ads only to people in Texas, so that ads only to people in specific pin code, specific city, specific country. You can do that sitting here using Google and Facebook. Why? Because they are able to capture people's location. Okay, so this is the power of the third generation web framework when you talk about. Okay, so things have improved from dynamic to static to dynamic, but even like personalized each individual, not even like generic. We are talking about each individual now. Okay, based on the the history, okay, that we shop. Okay, Amazon will show you the product when you log into amazon.in. Okay, maybe the banner on the top may be constant, maybe static, but everything below that, if you see the product that you might be interested in, the product customers like you are buying, etc. There's so many those things. All those things are based on your history of buying. Okay, they are not same. Okay, so this is where things have moved in last few decades. We are no longer talking about static pages showing just information. Okay, we have gone beyond showing just information. Okay, from information we went to communication. Okay, Twitter, Facebook, these are all communication, two-way communication. You can tag any company, you can tag anyone, you can tag any even like cricketers or film stars. You can tag them, right? And they want to keep in touch with their fans, right? That's the purpose, and that's why they have their social media account. They and you can tag them, you can send a message, okay, to Amitabh Bachchan, okay, for example, because these are possible, okay, with today's technology. Okay, and this is just second. The third generation is talking about targeting specific individual, right? We are even talking about specific individuals also you can target, right? So this is how the web framework has has progressed. Now the most basic technology, okay, that we need to learn to do web framework is called HTML. Okay, so what is the full form of HTML?
No, sir.
No?
Hypertext markup language.
Markup language. Okay, okay. So so as you said, yes. Okay, it is hypertext markup language. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, so when you say language, it means it is a language, right? Okay. Oh, so it is a language which our web browsers speak. Okay. When you have Chrome or Internet Explorer, or you know you have so many different browsers, right? Edge, uh,
Pratik,
Opera.
are you sharing your screen?
No, no, I'm not sharing it yet. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
thanks.
yeah, and then we'll just talk about it, and then we'll do some HTML code. Yeah. So, okay, so this is the language which, okay, every browser has to understand. So when I write an HTML code, okay, every browser will be able to display what I have written, the code, okay, and it is one of the easiest language to learn as well, okay, and after this session, we'll meet only on Thursday, right? So if you get time, just try to practice. I'm going to show you how HTML code is written, okay, and how it actually works, and you can practice more on that. Okay, okay. So okay, so as I said, HTML is a language which is understood, which is interpreted, decoded by the web browser, right? And web browser is the tool that we need to access. Web browser is a tool that we need to access the websites, right? Any kind of website, okay? We need a tool like web browser to access. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how it works. Okay. Let me. I want to share entire thing. So where is the entire? Show all. Select the window. It's not allowing me to share entire thing. Select a window or application. I don't know. What do you see? You see a whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
That was not my intention. I want to share entire screen. Notepad. Do you see what I'm tapping below Notepad?
No open. Only the
You're
white
not able
screen.
to see the Notepad, right?
You can see a pencil. That's it.
Share. Rajgopal, I'm not able to share my entire screen, Rajgopal. It's asking me to share application. The problem is I'll be moving from Notepad to browser. So I
Once I
cannot.
will remove it co-host and I will give sir. Check.
Sorry.
Once I will remove the co-host to you and again I will access. I will
Okay.
give.
Okay. Where is Bilal? Bilal went away. Can you call Bilal also? See what happened to him? Rajgopal.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. I'm going to call him.
Call him. Just see. Is there anything that you want to ask? Will we fix these problems?
No Sopian. Nothing from my end.
So still the same problem.
Mm, Still the same problem. Can you make me host? Or,
Okay,
or,
sure.
or you try to see, Raghu, can you try to share? Can you see all option or you see the windows only?
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Just click on share and see what options you get.
Okay, sir. I will make you host. Okay, sir. You make me co-host so that I have the recording options and everything. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the host now. Mm, Still same problem. So okay. We'll do this thing. Okay. And we'll do application by application. You'll be seeing only Notepad now, right? Bilal and Teja.
Yeah, we can see only Notepad.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So that's what we'll do. So we'll share one by one. Okay. And we'll do Notepad. Then we'll go back. Okay. So what happens here? Okay, in HTML and okay. So again, it can be very complex stuff. Okay, we are not going to talk about everything. Okay, we'll talk about important stuff which are used by let's say every HTML. Okay. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to create a folder. Okay, wait. You may not be able to see me, but I'm creating a folder. Wait. I'm going to go to C and say test. Only next week I'll be doing this Django framework. Okay, today let's understand this basic component. So I'm going to in test. I'm creating a folder called Django. This is 02 0222. Okay. Mm, Okay. And I'm going to save it. Okay. So file, save as. You can see me save as, right? Clicking save as. Test Django. And do you see the save as window, guys? Hello.
We are saving the dot text file.
Yeah, yeah. So you see that? So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
changing it to all files here. Do you see that?
yeah,
Okay. And here I'll put quotation. Okay. So if you're not saving as dot text, if you're saving in any other format other than dot text, okay, we'll give quotation. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't give quotation? It will add dot txt by itself. Okay. Notepad will add dot txt by itself. We don't want to add dot txt by itself. Okay. So HTML files have HTML as the extension or HTM. You can give HTM or HTML. I'm going to use HTML. Okay, generally the home page will be called index.html or home.html. Okay, so I'm going to say now this is basic. Okay, now we'll talk about PHP. Okay, so let's talk about HTML first. Okay, so you see that I have said index.html. Okay,
yeah, we can.
save it. Okay, it's saved. See, it's now HTML works on code. Okay, and this code is like you have a starting code and ending code. Okay, to indicate that it's an HTML file, I'm going to write HTML code here. HTML. Okay, you see this angular bracket. Okay, each code is written within this angular bracket. Okay, so to indicate HTML, I'm saying less than HTML, greater than, and every code should have a corresponding closing code. So, okay, HTML, then I'm going to put this slash. It's called forward slash, right? So, okay, less than forward slash HTML. So the HTML reader, the browser will see, okay, this is the starting code of HTML. This is the ending code of HTML. Okay, and this is how you would create an HTML tag. So first tag will be HTML. Okay, so you have HTML beginning code and HTML ending code. Okay, one second, one second. Okay, sorry. So one of the student called. So he knows HTML, so I told him to join from next class. Okay. Okay, so this is HTML opening tag and HTML closing tag. So every tag, we call them as tag. Okay, each code is called as tag. So every tag, okay, there are very few exceptions in HTML. There are some exceptions, very few. Okay, tags will not have closing tag. Okay, very few. Okay, but for now, you assume that it will have opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. So okay, so this is how browser will know, okay, this is a HTML tag. Okay, sometimes you would even put something here, okay, called doc type. Okay, now this is how you put comment in in uh, in uh, in HTML. Okay, comment. Okay, so the browser will not see this. Okay, browser will not execute this. Okay, HTML is case insensitive. Insensitive means whether you give capital or small doesn't matter. Okay, Python is case sensitive. Django is again case sensitive because Django is based on Python, so it is case sensitive. But HTML is case insensitive. Okay, okay, whether you give small capital doesn't matter. Okay, so we generally say doc type HTML so that anybody who reads this, okay, it's a standard, okay, standard practice to indicate doc type HTML. So let's say if you are reading multiple files, you can read the first line, and if you see HTML, oh, it's a HTML file. Okay, so this is a standard practice, but it's a comment for HTML. Okay, so it doesn't really matter in the program, but general standard practice is that you put it, okay, here. Okay, so HTML. Okay, now you can save this file. Okay, okay. Now the HTML page is divided into two parts. It's called head and body. Okay, head and body. Okay, so within HTML you will have, okay, so see it indicates within. When I say within, it means between opening and closing code. Okay, or opening and closing tag. Between opening and closing tag, I'll be putting head. Okay, so head should also have closing tag, isn't it? Okay, so this is your head, and then you have body. Okay, so immediately after head is closed, you can put body has to be outside head, but within HTML. Body and closing body. Did you get so far, everyone? Bilal and Teja, any question?
No, sir.
Bilal? Any question, Bilal? Can't hear you. Okay. So this is okay. This is the minimum skeleton. Okay, this is a minimum skeleton. We have not added any code. Okay, we have indicated the doc type is HTML. To write an HTML code, you'll have a HTML tag, and within HTML tag you'll have head and body. Okay, so when you're doing HTML thing, this line, there's how many lines? Okay, 7 lines, right? Has to be there. Okay, now what does each of these things mean? Doc type, I told you, right? Just to indicate that it's a HTML document. HTML to indicate that it's a HTML page, that has to be there. That's how browser will be able to know that it is a HTML file. Head and body. Okay, any information. Okay, information we put it in the head. An actual output that you want to see on the screen, we put it in the body. Whatever you want to display on the body, on the web page, will be in body. Okay, body is the actual thing. Head is all about information. Okay, you want to give a title page, you want to, sometimes we give things related to analytics and things like that. So all those information we put it in head, and information that we want to display we put it in body. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to save it. It's saved, and you would not be seeing this. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, so I'll have to stop share, start share every time. Okay, so now I'm sharing this browser, sorry, the folder. Okay, so see, this is what I've created, this folder. You see that? See test, in test I've created Django 0222. This is the folder I've created. Inside this I have saved that HTML file. You see that? Index.html, and my default browser is Edge. Okay, so when I double click on it, see, a blank page is created. You see this? No, you won't see this.
We can see only index.html.
Yes, yes. I have to stop share and start sharing. This is the problem, right? I don't know why it's not allowing me to share the entire thing. Yes, now you should be able to see.
Yeah, we
Right
can
page,
see.
you see index.html. Okay. Click on, I was trying to close extra stuff. Click on wrong. When I double click on that file, index.html, the browser. Now you see index.html here. Here my
Yeah,
cursor,
we can see like a blank page.
right? It's a blank page. Okay, so because that is the minimum basic stuff that you need to do. Okay. Now what we'll do is we will make some changes in that note. Okay, so see, you can do using Notepad, okay, but there are advanced tools which are available. Okay, I don't have installed here, but there are a lot of advanced tools which helps to do HTML coding. Even in fact, I don't know which tool did you use for doing Python. I generally use PyCharm. PyCharm also you can do HTML coding. Okay, so when
Yeah,
we
we
are
have
doing,
used Python.
yeah, PyCharm also you can do HTML coding. So when we are doing Django, right, we'll have to do a little bit of HTML, little bit of Python, little. Okay, so it supports HTML. But for now, I'm doing Notepad only. Again, I have to stop share. This is irritating. Waste is wasting time. So stop share again, start share. Okay, so I'm back to my code here. So here in head, okay, we have a tag called title. Title, title. Okay, so it will have a closing tag also. Title. Okay, inside this I can put any title for the web page. I will say this web page is a test page to learn HTML coding. Okay, and I will go and I will save it. Okay, saved. I'm going to stop share and share again. This one. Okay, you see this? Now what I'll do is on this page, okay, see, you make the changes, it will not get reflected here until unless you do refresh. So, okay, you can do F5 or you can just click here, enter, or you go and say refresh. So in Edge and Microsoft, like IE, Internet Explorer, we call it as refresh. In Chrome, we call it as reload. Okay. So you say reload. So when you reload, see this? This web page is a test page to learn HTML coding. You see that? This is what title does. You see here, top title?
Yes, okay.
This web page is a test page, right? To learn HTML
HTML
coding.
coding.
Okay. So this is the purpose of title. Okay. So the title will change, and so let's say if I do Amazon.in, okay, and when you open this to see online shopping site in India. So now you know how Amazon guy would have typed it, right? So that's the header. Online shopping site in India, shop online for mobiles, books, watches, shoes, and more, right? You see this? Okay. Now, though this does not display on the body, okay, and this is supposed to be information for uh, the user, but this is also very important for what do you call SEO? What is SEO? What is SEO?
HCO.
S S S for sports, E for
Yes.
England, O for okay.
Mm,
SEO. Okay, if you're in this
Okay.
field, you should know what SEO is. SEO means search engine optimization. Okay, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization means what is search engine? Google is search engine. Bing is search engine, right? Okay. So okay, let's say so the number one search engine is Google. Number two is Bing, and there are tons of other search engines, but the top search engine is Google. Okay. Whenever you search the web, this is a search engine. Okay. So let's say I start google.com. Okay. So you can search anything on internet. How many pages would be there? Billions and billions of webs are there on the internet, isn't it? Okay. Billions and billions of search engines are there. Sorry, websites are there. How do you search? Okay. Now what I'll do here in Google, I'll say uh, online shopping India. Okay. Online shopping India. When I hit, see this. The first link that opened is Myntra.com. Second is Shopper Stop. Third is Amazon. Fourth is Snapdeal. Okay. Then is Flipkart. Then ShopClose. Then Tata Click. Okay. These are all, you know, okay. The one that comes first. Generally, this is what we click. Let's say you don't know the names of Amazon and Flipkart, and you want to do online shopping. We'll type, and generally when we search something on internet, we tend to click first link, second link, isn't it? Search engine optimization means the steps that you do. Okay, there are people who are paid very good salaries for doing this. They will make your website search engine friendly, so that when somebody searches for a particular keyword, your specific site should pop up, right? So if you look at this, Myntra is most optimized website. Okay, so there's the algorithm. You can actually read it later. There's the algorithm which Google looks at. Okay, it looks at various parameters. Okay, there's not only one thing. Okay, there are various parameters which sometimes are not even told. Okay, these guys will try to figure out based on experience. Okay, number of people that are logging to your website, number of uh, the way, how easy it is to load your website, how fast it is to load your website. Okay, multiple parameters are taken into consideration. One of the parameters that is taken into consideration is your title. Okay, so every keyword which you can think of, okay, which people uses to search for a particular website, has to be there in your title. That's why you see online shopping site in India, watches, books, mobiles, because these are the highest searched products online. Mobiles, number one. Books, number two. watches number 3, shoes number 4. Okay, that's what Amazon has done. See, what Amazon sells hundreds of things. Why did it put only 4? Right? Why did it 4? Why did it put 100? Okay, 100 means it will be too much also. Then the user will get confused. Search engine may not pick up. But these are the 4, four highest selling product online in India. So I can say buy mobile phone online, right? So online will be there, mobile phone is there, right? So this site will come up in the search result. Okay, so that's where the content. Okay, we are just talking about title. There are few more things that we will probably learn, and some things we may not learn. You have to do it on your own. Those are the words, or those are the things, sections, okay, useful to create a SEO friendly website. SEO friendly website means the ones that your search engine picks up faster, so that your website is on the first rank, second rank, or on the first page. Okay, very rarely we go to second or third page. We never go to 10th page, right? So if something that comes on 10th page, nobody will visit. We visit first 2 ranks, 3 ranks, maximum first page or second page. So there's a lot of fight, okay, for your website to get ranked on page 1 of search engine. Okay, people will charge you thousands if you want your, thousands and lakhs to put your website on first page, because first page means more business. If I'm running my own, let's say, online website, and it doesn't come on first page, you will never click on that website. People will not come to my website. Forget about buying. Yeah. So title that way is important. It helps, okay, to search. And if you don't put title, the search engine will not know why your website is there. So even though your website is, let's say, most visited, your the online shopping, okay, will not be able to pick your website, because title, okay, so title will help you to optimize the website for search. Okay, okay, let's go back to our code. I'm going to close these 2 tabs. We don't need it. Again, I have to stop share and go back and start share. Okay, so this is the program so far. Okay, now in body you can write whatever. Hello friends, how are you? Hello friends, how are you? Alt tab save. Okay, alt tab save. I'm sorry, I have to do this because I am not sure whether I'm doing it right, because when I click on share, I don't see option to share the entire desktop. Generally, you would get desktop. I don't see desktop. So every time I have to stop share and start share. Show all windows. The entire desktop is not there. All the browser windows are coming, but desktop, there should be desktop option. That is not there. Okay. Okay. So I made some change, right? Now I have to go to the web browser. Okay, I'm sharing the web browser. So I go back here and I go click here and hit enter, right? Refresh. So you see this? Hello friends, how are you? So whatever you do in the body will be displayed in the body, in the web page. And in the head is for technical things. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay. So we'll look at few other tags which you'll find useful. Okay. So I go here. Again, I have to stop. Something is wrong, Rajgopal. I don't know. I think previous was better. The one that we are using for machine learning batches are better. Rajgopal. This is
This is another email, sir, which is very new ID. So I need to check with the other person, sir. But today,
yeah, I'll manage it. No problem. Okay. Okay. So let's look at some more tags. Let's learn. So we have seen HTML, we have seen head, we have seen title, we have seen body. Correct? Okay. Then there's something called as headline. Okay. How big you want the font to be. Okay. So we use something called a H1. Okay. So you have H1. H1 means header one. This is the biggest font that you can get. Okay. So it's a header. Okay. It's a header. Okay. So I'll say header, good morning. Okay. And then closing header, right? H1. Then I'll say H2. So that to show you the difference. Okay. Header. These are headers. Okay. There's a different way to give font also. Okay. H2. Sunday, Feb 20, 2022. Okay. Closing. H. H3. You can have up to H6. Okay. And the font size will go keep on dropping. So H3. Okay. And I'm going to have a closing tag for H3. Okay. Let me copy the entire thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to say H6, H5, H4, H4, H5, H6. Okay. How are you? Is today Sunday? Great to see you. Hi there. Okay. So I know I'm going to save it. Stop share, start share. Okay. I'm going to say refresh. So see this H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay. These are all headers. By default, it is bold and it has its own meaning to it. Okay, I'll make it 100%. And then this is our normal text. Okay. Yes, you see that output here. Okay. So I'm going to again stop and go back to the code. Okay. Now you have something called as P. Okay. So let's say, how are you? Now I hit enter and I say, I am fine. How do you do? Okay. Even though I'm hitting enter here, okay, in the code, okay, the hitting enter is not captured by HTML. So if I go to the code and I refresh, okay, share this browser, okay, and you hit refresh, you see entire thing is coming in one line. Hello friends, how are you? I'm fine. How do you do? Okay, but we want it to come in different line, isn't it? So what do? Is we have two options. Okay, one option is called P, paragraph. Second option is called break, line break. Okay, so BR break is, I told you, right, there are very few code that does not need a closing bracket. So break is one such thing. Okay, so if you want to have a paragraph, okay, okay, so first I'll show you break. Okay, BR. BR stands for break, line break. Okay, it does not need closing bracket. Okay, it's one such. Okay, it just says break the line. Okay, break the line, break the line, break the line. Okay, so now when I save it and when I run it, you should be able to see them in different lines. Okay, see, hello friends, how are you? Okay, or you can even do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to um, I'm copying some text from a news website, and then I'll show you on the browser. Share. Okay, and let's say I put here. Okay, so I've taken this. This is from the news today. Now I want this entire thing to be in one paragraph. So I'll put here P. Okay. Now P, you can give paragraph break as well. Okay. It does not require, but generally you can give. Even if you don't give also, it doesn't matter. Okay. So what we'll do is we will give paragraph break. Okay. So this means I want these lines to be in one paragraph. Okay. These lines. Okay. If you want the line, this one to come, you have to give BR. BR means break. Okay. I want an empty line. Okay. 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 Now I'll give P here and I'll end P here. Okay. I can again give P here. Okay. Let me put entire thing here. P. These are all in body. Okay. If you come here, body. Okay. So I go and save this page and I switch to you see this notepad, right? Okay. And then what I'll do is I will switch back to browser and I give a refresh. So see this? Okay, this entire thing has come in a paragraph. Okay. Now I go back. What I'll do? Okay, I go back to the code. Now you can give bold, italics. I want mentioned. He even mentioned that I should not worry about anything. I want this to be bold. So what I'll do, there's a code called B for bold. So I'll put B here and I should not worry about anything. Okay, this I want to be in bold. So I'll put closing bracket here. That means from B to end of B, this should be in bold. I want anything to be italics. So what I'll do, I'll put I is for italics. I'll put I. and I will say closing I. Okay, so anything is bold and italics both. Okay, now you save it. We'll go to the browser and we will refresh it. You see this? He even mentioned that I should not worry about anything. Okay, and anything we put I italics. It came bold and italics both. Right, so you can have tag inside tag depending upon what you want to do. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. So today we'll learn HTML, okay, basic of HTML, and you get time for till we meet next time. You can practice these HTML tags. Okay, the video will be shared with you, and what I'll do is I'll also share the first session document, okay, which we want to do. So in first session, okay, this basic HTML we have understood. Then there's something called as CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. So here you see the font, all those things are fixed. Okay, when I say B, it is fixed, right? Using style sheet, you can define your own tag as well. Okay, so these are some inbuilt tag, isn't it? BI. You can create your own tag. So you can say my tag 1 means it should be bold, italics, and it should be of size 5. So 3, 4 things together you can club as one tag. So in CSS, okay, you can create your own tag as well. Yes?
We can't see that screen, CSS screen. We can see only this thing, web page.
So I mean, I'm not doing anything new. I'm not doing anything new. What I'm saying is we'll stop here and yeah, okay. So you learn HTML as much as you can. It's, you don't have to install any software. You can start doing it in a notepad itself. Learn few codes, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And I'll send you the document where you will have HTML tutorial to some extent, okay? Not the entire thing, because HTML again itself is a course, but minimum things that we need to learn to do our work, I'll share. Then you also have CSS. The CSS code will also be there. Try to do that. Otherwise, next week we'll spend half an hour on CSS as well. And then we will start our discussion on Django.
Yes, okay, sure.
Sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see you next Thursday, guys. Practice this basic thing. By end of today, it should be uploaded to your dashboard. Okay, the content.
Okay. So like Thursday also same time, 8:30?
Yeah. Thursday also same time. Okay, so Thursday to Sunday we'll meet at same time. Actually, Thursday, Friday only, because of my office work, we wanted to early morning. Saturday, Sunday we could delay, but then I thought, why to give two different timing and confuse everyone? So that's why we'll have one single time. Okay, one more thing, guys. You both use you can use Android, right? So instead of sharing the PDF, I'll share it on an app. Okay, Story Mantra app, and there under technical you will have Django. If it is not, I think it is there. Okay, I'm going to share. Just give me a second. When you go to this, Play Store, Play Store, Story Mantra. Okay, so download this app. Here, when you go, okay, you will have. You can see this, right, browser?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Story mantra.
Story Mantra. So when you log in, you will see different categories. So go to technical. Under technical, you can even see my Python book also. Okay. So you will see Python book. You will see Django book. Okay. So all the notes I'll upload there on this. Okay. So okay. So I'm going to give you this link as well in the chat. Download this. All the content I'll upload it here itself. Okay, so you can read it like a book. Okay, and videos link will be shared to you by Rajgopal. Okay, so when you install it, you will see at the bottom, well, you need to log in. Okay, you need to log in. It's free. Okay, there's no payment, but you need to log in. Once you log in, at the bottom you'll see categories, home categories. In categories, okay, when you click, you'll have multiple categories. So click on technical. In technical, you click on Django. Okay, and Django you will see Django nodes. Okay, so that you uh, add to your library, and then you can actually access. If you have any problem, you can call Rajgopal or call me. We'll fix it. Okay, you can call me through Rajgopal, and I'll tell you how to do that. Easy to use. Okay.
Okay, Swapnil, we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of content is there. You can machine learning, Python, all those things are also there. You can read it at your free time. Okay, then guys, do this much, and we'll see you next week. Okay, next week we'll talk about Django and we'll start our work. It'll be all hands-on. Okay, I'm going to do a project and show you. Okay, so that and while I'm doing it, you just watch my screen. Don't try to do it because you'll get confused. Once I'm done, you have videos, you have PDF. PDF will have stepwise. Okay, just follow the steps. You'll be able to do that. Okay, so when I'm doing, just watch my screen. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then great. Take care. Have a good Sunday and have a good start of the week. We'll see you on Thursday.
Sure, sure. You too have a
Okay.
good weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care.